Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Asagao Academy. We are here with the guys playing Smash and I think we're starting to feel a little weird or realizing we're a girl or something. I don't even know. I scooted over to May feeling more comfortable near her than near any of the guys. We cheered for Jared right up until the very end. He lost to a supernaturally agile Shane, who was seemingly being fueled by the rage of 1,000 demonic toddlers. Everyone, that was a great round. It looks like we're in even better shape than last year. Well, all of us except PBG. That was uncalled for. Totally deserved. Anyways, I'm tired, so get out of my room, please. He grinned proudly, not finding anything wrong with how he summarily dismissed us. Maya and I gathered our things and left the room with the others, who, laughing and joking, dispersed in all different directions. Together we shuffled home. Home, or decided dorm. Either way. We fell through the doorway exhausted, with barely enough energy to change into our PJs. May leaped onto her bed with a happy sigh. Oh, Hana, I'm so glad you came to Asagao. As if this couldn't have happened without me here. May shoved her face into her pillow and emitted a muffled reply. Yeah, whatever you say. I fell into my bed, staring at the rungs that kept May and her mattress from collapsing onto me and smothering me to death in the night. That was really fun. Video games are fun, May.
Really?
She shuffled around on top of her bed. I mean, I thought it was okay. It was passable. Don't know if I'd call it super fun or anything.
Really?
No? I loved it. She chuckled. Seems like you found your calling. I'm sure I have. Above me, May yawned.
Let's just go to sleep.
I'm exhausted. Smiling, I got up and turned out our light.
Good night.
Good night, May. Meg or Mai, don't even know. As the chill weather of early spring faded and warmth stretched across the Asagao, I itched to go inside. With Satch's book in hand, I took the street. Since many people realized how rare this moment was, most of the usual benches and grassy spots were taken. I kept walking until I came to the soccer field. There was a practice game being held, and PBG and his friend Jeff were running across the field. Being a skirmish, the bleachers were almost completely empty. Students scattered the shiny metal seats, but there were more than enough room for me. In one swift motion, practiced many times over my life, I sat down, spun my backpack into the space next to me, and pulled out my book. I was nearly done with it and I wanted to see if I could finish it today. It was due a few days ago, so I was under pressure. At a pause in my reading, I looked to watch PBG on the field. A shock of color at the base of the bleachers caught my eye. It looked like some kind of metallic candy wrapper, and a pang of annoyance struck me. There was a trash can nearby. Why litter? But as I jumped down the steps of the bleachers and nearly slipped off one, it became clear that it wasn't trash. The colors changed as the angle of the light did. It was an iridescent purple figurine. Itty bitty and a kitty. Was it Gerard's? He was the only person I knew who collected them. I held it up to the nearest student who shook his head. I was free for a while. Gerard was really into IBK scene, so if it wasn't his, he'd probably know who it belonged to. One problem, I had no idea where his room was. Conveniently at that moment, PBG ran off the field to get a drink. I approached him, holding the kitty in front of myself like a talisman. Hey, PBG, do you know Gerard's room number? I think he dropped this. I held the kitty up again and it glimmered in the sun, much like PBG just now, what with all of his physical activity. Oh, Gerard was just here. It has to be his. I asked him to bring me my goalie gloves. I wasn't ready to take McJones' place today. His room is right across from mine. Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Hey!
Hurry up, PBG. PBG groaned. It wasn't much of a break.
See ya.
Gotta go. Good luck. I want to spend more time with PBG. What is this? As I'm crunching my water bottle. He took a huge gulp from his water bottle, then poured the rest on his head and jumped back into the game. His teammates patted him on the back as he rejoined them. I placed the IBK into my uniform's Lilliput pocket and headed to Bluebell. As I entered Bluebell House, a passing boy frowned at me. Was I even allowed to be here by myself? I shook my head. There was no time to be afraid. Today I had a mission. Just as PPG said, there was a door right across from his room. I knocked and finished the IBK from I fished the IBK from my pocket. Oh, it's Shane. Shane answered the door, not at all pleased to see me. Hi, Shane. How are you? He was Gerard's roommate. Why? Why was he Gerard's roommate? I tried to laugh to defuse the situation, but it was weak. I felt like I was only making things worse. I didn't know what went on in Shane's mind. He looked at the IBK in my hands. Gerard should be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'll just wait in the common room when he gets back. Can you tell him to try and find me? I could raid downstairs. Even if it took Gerard an hour to get back, I could keep myself occupied. Shane sighed and leaned against the door frame. I could tell him, but it would be much easier if he waited in here. He put his hand out, gesturing me inside. Alright, thanks. Aw, look at all the kitties over here. Aw, Shane's room looks quite cute. It's pretty. It's like sleek and classic and stuff. Words. I entered the room and stood smack in the middle of it. Shane plopped into a chair in front of what must have been his desk. I sat down in what I assumed to be Gerard's chair on the opposite side. Shane swiveled around and started to click something on his laptop. Seeing as he wasn't much for small talk, I turned to observe the room. The room was, well, decorated, one could say. There was a lot of itty-bitty kitties, each arranged neatly with its pattern of similar design. Every empty space was not filled with school-related objects, was covered by the pads of a cute little cat, or at least the sealed box of one. Even parts of Shane's shelves had IBK on them. I had to admit, it was kind of endearing. Something about the dedication required was sweet.
Hey!
Do you collect itty-bitty kitties too? Not really, they're Gerard's. I don't mind. I see. It's kind of niche. I'm surprised you're into them. Oh no, I don't collect them. I just found this one on the side of the field. PBG said Gerard was there earlier, so I came to find out whether it was his. My hastiness to disown the figure did not go unnoticed by Shane, who made a face at me. If it's not Gerard's, he'll probably know who it is, right? It's probably Gerard's. I smoothed my thumb over the plastic kitty absentmindedly. Shane returned to whatever he was doing online, and I conversed with the figure in my hand. Who's the pretty kitty? Who's the pretty... What? Gerard came back about 2 minutes later.
Hey, Shane.
And... Hana? He held 2 coffees in his hands. Suddenly he turned pink. And what are you two doing in there? In here, alone. Together. We're not doing anything. Hana was looking for you.
Really?
Really? How can I help you? How can I help, Hana? He gave a coffee to Shane and offered the other one to me. Here, take mine. I would have gotten you one too if I knew you were here. That's really nice of you, but no thanks. I just came to see if this was yours. For what felt like the 10th time in the last half hour, I displayed the itty-bitty kitty.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes. Gerard almost dropped his coffee as he leaped forward. I lost this today. Where did you find it? It was near the field. PPG told me you were there earlier, so I wanted to give it back to you. I handed the figure to Gerard, who looked about ready to kiss it.
You're the best.
Thank you, Hana. Thank you. You didn't have to do this, but you did, and I don't know what I would have done without you. It wasn't any trouble at all. It looked pretty rare.
They're special.
It's not as rare as you would think, but it's still very special to me. I'm so glad that you were the one to find it. I shouldn't have been so careless. Don't beat yourself up about it. What matters now is that you have it back. Maybe zip up your pockets next time.
I promise.
You bet. I'll take a load of precautions to make sure this never happens again. Wait, what was in his pocket though? Is it his little pocket friend? That's kind of cute. He placed it delicately on the shelf with other kitties that had the same iridescent properties. Gerard looked at me while I viewed his hard-earned assemblage.
Right.
Oh, duh, Gerard, you dummy. How rude of me not to at least introduce you to my collection. Sorry. In this room, I have 247 itty-bitty kitties of every shape and size. Holy hell. This is the newest set, the Catastrophes. They're a band. They're really popular right now. I traded my rare extras for these the other day. The one you brought back to me is from a set of 4 that are called Opalescents. Currently, they're the only shinies. They were so pretty, my gaze fixated on them. I'm just missing the last opalescence. It's a purple one, Princess Pumpernickel. I tried everywhere, but no one has them in stock. But there's only 3 copies in the world, so it's not really surprising. It's more surprising that I managed to get these ones. I have one of the most complete collections in the world. People think that the kitty companies gives me the newest figures, but I earn all my IBK. I can tell this took a lot of hard work. I'm amazed at how much effort you put into this. He sighed heavily and sat down in his bed.
Complete it.
Thanks, Hana. I just wish I could get the last figure. I could finish my collection. The kitties would have all their all their friends together in one place. I wish I could help. Don't worry about it, Hana. This is my battle to fight. I nodded, then glanced at my watch. This makes me... I got to like pop collecting, like the Funko Pop figure collecting late, but I'm not collecting all of them. I've just been collecting the ones that are super cute. And the one I really honestly want is the Winnie the Pooh one, but that one is retired, and ever since I've just been trying to look for it, hoping it's at somewhere, but there's no luck. And I've been so quite sad about it because it looked like it had velvet or something, the material, and I just loved Winnie the Pooh so much. I was so sad that I came so late into the collecting, but now like it's cool. I have a Baymax, Judy, Nick, Thumper, and a SpongeBob. They're completely random. I don't even know why I have them. This is terrible impulse buying, guys. I nodded, then glanced at my watch.
See you later.
Oh, I should go. I really wanted to finish my book today, but if you ever need help, I'm here. I stood up, then waved to the both of them.
Bye.
Bye, Hana. Thanks again.
Bye.
See ya. His bye seems so unamused. Thankfully, I managed to finish my book. It took more time than I expected, though, and by the time I got back to my room, it was dark outside. When I opened the door to my room, the lights were off. I flicked them on, and the huddled form of May, hugging a stuffed purple bear, appeared on her bed.
Hello.
I'm back. May glanced at me, then buried her face again in her bear. Was she sulking? It was unlike her to be so unapologetic. Are you okay? That doesn't sound very okay. May glanced at me, her face a light shade of pink, like she was holding her breath. You know, you can tell me anything. You helped me out a lot, so it's the least I can do in return, right? Besides, we're friends. May sighed and threw the bear on the floor, where it laid as if screaming in agony. It's not fair. She sighed again. I know it's terrible to think like this, but even though I'm really happy for you getting to be friends with those guys, it's just not fair. Those guys? Who? The normal booze club?
I can't.
It's just that I've been a fan of them for so long, and I've loved Jared forever, and then here you come out of the blue with your pink hair, and just like that, you're friends. She snapped her fingers in front of her face. But here I've been trying this whole time, and Jared didn't even know my name. I know I'm being stupid, and I feel bad, but still. May, they're your friends too, as I understand that some friend you are. No, they're your friends too, yo. May smiled weakly at me. They wouldn't be my friends if it wasn't for you. May, I'm going to sleep. Do I get points for that? No. I've just been so worried about the points. She turned over and closed her eyes without even taking off her uniform. I turned off the lights and walked to the bear she threw in the middle of the room. I'm sorry too. I said it quietly, but even as the words left my lips, I knew they were a lie. Why should I know she's angry at me, but I mean, it's not her fault. It's not my character's fault that she's getting all this attention from them. Obviously, they see something in me, and obviously, May could have tried to be bolder and talk more to them instead of being a chicken. So it's like, come on now. It's like if someone likes someone and then you tell them your friend that you like them, but you're too scared to talk to them, so your friend ends up going to that person and talking to them, trying to introduce you to them, but that person ends up liking your friend that was trying to help you. It's kind of your fault because you weren't bold enough to do it yourself, and your friend was. That's sad life. Despite our slight confrontation last night, May was as peppy as usual the next day. It seemed like there was no reason for me to worry, but that didn't mean I didn't. The bell rang and class started. Miss Shizuka wrote origami flowers on the board in an ornate script, then turned to glare at the class.
Class.
The flower festival is only a few days away. It's time again to start folding flowers to sell for the school. We do this every year, guys. I don't want to hear any groans. You're free to write me an essay on the importance of these funds for the school if you'd rather not participate. A few students rolled their eyes, but I smiled. It sounded kind of fun, and I hadn't folded origami in years. I don't even know how to fold origami, so this would not be my department, but I will learn. I'm handing out practice sheets because I know how bad you guys are at origami. I'm only gonna teach you once, so pay attention. But teacher, there's internet. Internet can teach me too. Shizuka returned to the front of the class, picking an ornate green paper. As she instructed the class, I realized that these were the most basic version of origami flowers. I was already familiar with them. I folded my practice paper with ease while Shizuka roamed the room, helping the students who struggled to follow along. These creases are weak. Kindergartners could do better than this. Hell, my axe could do better than this. Sadness passed across Miss Shizuka's face. She turned to the boy next to her and slapped her hand on his desk. You need to be better. Be better for everyone's sake. It seemed like quite a few students were having trouble. I went to the front of the class to get some new paper, passing John on the way back to my seat. His paper caught my eye.
Hey.
You folded this the wrong way. Your flower is going to be narrow if you keep going. I'll be honest with you, Hana. I have no idea what I'm doing. Help me. Help me, please. He kind of looked like he was about to cry. I knelt by his desk, unfolding and refolding his paper. This looks perfect. You're so good at origami. Did you have to make flowers at your old school too? No, I used to do origami a lot when I was younger. I guess muscle memory just kicked in. Thanks, though.
Really?
Really? What an odd skill to have. Is it? Please. John clasped a hand around my wrist. Stay with me, help me. No, can I go to PPG? Sure, if you need it.
Yeah!
I knew I could count on you. Thank you, Hana. You're a goddess. I spent the entire rest of the class period slowly doling out lessons to John and PPG. I offered to help Shane, but he turned away from me instead watching over John's shoulder. I kept my movements large and exaggerated so he could see too. It was nice to feel useful. When class was over, I headed back to the dorms with May. We had a long night ahead of us, filled with homework and the possible reward of chocolate ice cream should we finish on time. But before I got far, someone called my name.
Hana!
Oh, it's this guy. Jeff, is everything okay? Hey, the Normal Boots Club has a meeting today and PPG forgot to take his soccer uniform with him. He held up a blue and gold uniform. He won't have much time to change before practice if he doesn't have this, and I had to run down to the field. Can you take it for me? Of course we can. May grabbed the uniform from Jeff. Awesome, thanks. He dashed towards the field. May turned to me, victory running through her face.
Yay!
Finally, a chance to see Jared in his element. Come on, Hana. We gotta go. We gotta hurry. Hana. Sorry. We approached the Norman Boots Club room, hearts thumping nervously. I don't think we should go in here. At least I assume May's was. Judging by the way she was fidgeting like a hummingbird on acid, it was. We stepped up to the door and we were about to knock when I heard my name on someone's lips. Hana? I froze and turned to May. Her face was lit and she pressed a finger to her lips. She leaned in close to the door and I followed suit. Dude, I think it's fine. What do you think she's going to do to us? You need to calm down.
No.
But it's so pink. No one has hair like that. People can't choose their hair color, Shane. That's a really poor reason to judge someone. I know, but I don't trust people with pink hair, you know. There's more to it than just the hair. Don't deny it. Weird things always happen around people with pink hair. Sure, but they're not dangerous. Aren't they? My heart sank. I stepped away from the door, unwilling to hear more. What's wrong with pink hair? I held up my hand and shook my head, just when I thought I was beginning to win Shane over. Was this how he truly felt about me? I'm heading back, but I stepped past her, walking as quickly as I could back to the dorms. Luckily, I didn't pass anyone on my way back. I didn't think I could manage small talk without bursting into tears after what happened. I kicked off my shoes and went to set my backpack down by my desk and passing the mirror. I paused as I did so, turning to the mirror, evaluating myself on a whole new level. So much grief. My hair caused me so much grief over the course of my life. Now, for some reason, Shane thought I was suspicious. I smoothed my hair with my hands, the shortness of it catching me by surprise. It was softer when it was long. With a sigh, I turned away and collapsed onto my bed, hugging Mr. Bunny to my chest. And this is where we're gonna stop. I really don't know what the thing is about this pink hair. Because I honestly love pink hair, like I told you guys in the very beginning of the series. Oh. I think I just trashed my chapstick in my trash can. Great. So I gotta... Oh, there it is. Good thing my trash can's just full of, like, cans of drinks. Anyway, I don't get what's with the pink hair. I mean, it's a crazy color, yes, but I don't know. I think it looks fine on her. I mean, it's freaking it's a freaking game. You can have any color hair you want. That's why I usually go for the outrageous of colors, like pink. But I tend to like to go to like a soft shade of pink and not like bright hot pink. No, that's too crazy for me. But that's gonna be it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next one.